Hi, it's Jason Perico here to tell you that this month at Bianchi Honda, you choose. You can lease the 2015 Honda Civic LX Automatic Stand for $199 a month, or lease the 2015 Honda Accord LX Automatic Stand for $199 a month, both with no money down. That's right, lease either one of these two great vehicles for $199 a month with no money down. Bianchi Honda. Visit us at BianchiHonda.com.
This Gannon football season took a turn really for the exciting part when I heard this week that they are ranked 8th in the region. Want to welcome Gannon football coach Brad Rzyczycki. Coach, I know you're busy with a huge game coming up. I appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
All right. First of all, before we even look back and look ahead, and I was talking to you and Dan Telesky, the region. Gannon is 8th in the region.
Yes.
All right. 7 teams are selected.
Yes.
For postseason play. So basically, I'm, up until a couple of days ago, I'm going, boy, Gannon needs help here, help there. It never dawned on me that the NCAA is almost, you control your own fate almost in the NCAA, Coach.
Yeah, it's uncharted territory for us. Last year, if you remember, we were sitting at the same record, 6-2, and we couldn't get a sniff to get in the top 10. But I think maybe the body of work for the last 2 years and the teams we've played this year have had success, where maybe last year our strength of schedule wasn't as good. I'm not sure, Jimmy. It was great to have it for the kids and everything, but we've really moved on to Cal, and those things will take care of themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to have a little extra bounce in your step, knowing that if you win out, you might be in the playoffs. Compared to like, gee, this team has to win, that team has to lose.
Yeah, when you're playing for something, always there's more incentive to get out there. It's easier to get the kids excited for practice and keep them focused during the course of the week. So they know it. They've had this is the best week of practice we've had all year. So maybe that has something to do with it, because I'm getting off the field today, and those kids have practiced assignment strong for the last 3 days as well as they have the entire season. I think it helps that we're healthy now too.
And looking at that, not do you deserve to be 8th? That's not my question. Were you surprised? As you said, Gannon isn't known for getting a lot of respect. So when you showed up 8th, were you surprised, or did you know you were right on the cusp?
No, well, I think where you throw our record in the comparison to the rest of the region and who we've played and who they've beaten, I thought we were right where we should be, to be completely honest with you.
All right, let's take a look at Seton Hill once we dried out. It's unbelievable. I've never had a football season like this. It's not like drizzle rain. I mean, it's a real deal. Coming home was incredible. You go down to Seton Hill, you're playing a good team. It's their homecoming. It's 4 p.m. It's almost surreal. It starts pouring. They're on the verge of going up 2 possessions midway through the fourth quarter. You stop their fake field goal and then totally dominate the rest of the way. I guess so. It's almost 2 different games. Take us through those, Coach.
Yeah, it's just been kind of our MO this year, Jimmy. In the end, this team just finds a way to get it done. They find a way to win. They do what they have to do during the course of the game in the end to get it taken care of. We've done a good job of staying in the ball game until we get to the fourth quarter, and I think because of where our confidence is now as a ball club and our belief, it really carries us in that fourth quarter. There was never a doubt on our sideline, and I think that's what carried them through the Mercyhurst game a couple weeks ago when that back and forth ball game. It was a very similar feel on the sideline, on very tight sideline on Saturday. But I was really proud of the kids. It's different. Last year we'd go out and win a lot of games by 2 or more scores. This year we've battled and hung in there and fought and won some closer, tight games. And Seton Hill's a really good ball club. They're obviously they beat Slippery Rock earlier in the season. They've been in every ball game. We're going to play Cal here coming up Saturday, and they were going in to score to win the game against Cal and didn't convert on 4th down. So Seton Hill's been in every ball game. It's not reflected by their record. So it's a good win for us on the road, and we're 4-0 on the road right now, which I'm really proud of those guys because it's a whole different deal playing on the road, especially down there.
Were you disappointed or surprised or anything in the Seton Hill game after looking at the film?
No, I know where our deficiencies are and where we need to get better. And I thought in the areas that we did need to get better, I thought you saw us grow up a little bit in the second half with our pass coverage against one of the best passing teams known in the PSAC, for what they do with their man schemes and everything else. And I thought you really, really saw us take a step forward and get some confidence with those kids in the back half of the secondary. So I was proud from that standpoint, and I thought we played better as the game went on, which is something you want to see.
All righty. Want to take a phone call? They've been holding.
Sure.
You're on with Coach Rzyczycki, caller. Go ahead. Hello. All right. Wanted to give somebody a shot if they're nice enough to hang around. But going into, Seton Hill, Brock Jones running hard at the end, Liam Nadler showing why he's a senior All-American candidate. Because, hey, you were down 6, almost down 9. As I said, in those situations, I'm totally convinced the toughest teams mentally are going to play well in the last 7 or 8 minutes of a game like that.
Yeah, and you talked about those pretty important kids. I thought our offensive line played extremely well too. But, yeah, Liam is the best half of football he's played all year was that second half of Seton Hill. And then you look at Brock, he ran through a lot of tackles, had 199 total yards. And then you throw in Justin Ham, who made that one-handed behind-his-back catch somehow on their sideline. And when we broke the film down, I wasn't sure because it was on the other side of the field, but he caught it. And he made a great catch, and he made some really good, important catches on third down. So our guys that are seniors that have done this for a while stepped up in the situation we needed them to, and I was really proud of them.
Did some of your younger kids on defense grow up a little?
Yeah. Justin Brown had his first interception out there. He's a new one for us. A.J. Satcher's been playing corner for us, has been doing a great job. Got the ball thrown at him all game. Ant Howard got hurt early. He's a freshman for us that's out there, has been playing, has done a great job. And then, I thought our back end and our secondary, Matt Astorino had a really good second half. Josh Whiteshell's been consistent for us. Nika Mendita, all those guys, and did a really good job. But it still starts with us up front. Our D-line was getting to their quarterback and making him throw those man scheme stuffs really early, probably times that he didn't want to, which forced the interceptions. And then our guy that just took over is Mike Zanders. And again, he was the PSAC West Player of the Week. We had his 2 interceptions, and he had some important tackles during the course of the game and stuck that one back in the end zone. We were all telling him to go down. It's hard to tell him.
Yeah.
But he went and stuck it back in the end zone. So, our big guys played, and they stepped up and played well.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, look at California. One of the biggest games in Gannon history coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he called me dude. Oh, I hate being called dude. And I'm not in a very good mood.
It's been a while, but it's an old nickname of mine, I guess.
Number 2 at the Hearst, right?
Well, a long time ago, actually, when I was in high school, that's where I got the nickname Deuce. I couldn't. I think Don Jones gave me that nickname a long time ago when I was in high school. It's always just kind of stuck.
All right, listen, let's take a look at California. Always a tough team.
Absolutely, and there's no difference this year. They're a physical, really good football, well-coached football team that, has won some games and been some close games that they lost, and we're going to have our hands full on Saturday.
All right, offensively.
They're more of a pro-style type of offense. They got a really good quarterback, too. He's number 5 that's been playing for the last couple of years. Big kid. I remember seeing him down at the media day. And they got an explosive set of receivers. I mean, number 9's scared us for a couple of years now. He's one we're concerned about, his speed and his ball skills. The kid catches just about everything that's around him. And 15 also is out there. They got 3 different tailbacks they play. They got a big offensive line that can move people. They'll dedicate to the run still, and they got 2 tight ends that they use, 41 they use in blocking situations and getting the ball, and he does a lot of things for them. And 7 they'll put in the game, 6'5", 240 kid from Clareton that'll go in there and split out, that they'll throw the ball if he's triple covered. So they've got some talent on offense that we're going to have to really play well in both the pass and the run versus them. They're extremely well balanced.
All right, what about defensively? Are they pretty much doing what they've always been doing, Brad?
Yeah, they flirted around a couple of years back with a 3-3, but they're back into the 4-man front, and they use a lot of kids on defense. One thing that when we turn on film, they're confident enough about 22 kids to play all 22 on defense, and you see a variety of guys up front for them. They're playing a lot, and they've got some explosive kids. Right now, 14. The kid that plays defensive end is about the best pass rusher we've seen on film. So we've done some things that hopefully minimize his ability to get after the quarterback because he does a great job with it off of the edge. And if it's 3rd and long, we know that kid's going to be a problem. We're going to have to do some things to be able to protect Liam back there. But they have some active kids in the secondary. They got linebackers that tackle. I mean, it's the same type of Cal for the most part that we've seen in the past. Extremely talented, well-coached kids.
Are they ranked in the region?
No, they're not. But
Anybody else?
they've got to be
Slippery
right.
Rock?
They've got to be right on the cusp.
Well,
Yeah, Slippery Rock is fourth, I think. Clarion is sixth,
and you're eighth.
and we're eighth, and IUP is ninth.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm just so excited that I love big games. This is gonna be really special. That's for sure.
Yeah, our kids are excited about this one too, Jimmy. Because if you remember last year, we didn't play this one. So beyond the regional rankings, our kids are excited because this is a team traditionally we haven't played well against, and our guys are confident and they're excited about this one.
Just about a year ago to the day we were leaving the studio here, you got the phone call going, what? And then you said to me, we're not playing California Saturday. We still don't know. I guess it was half a forfeit. We thought it was a forfeit.
I think you thought I was joking for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. I've never, 40-some years of covering sports, to have a coach tell me, the big game's been forfeited or whatever. That was surreal, that's for sure. How about health-wise, personnel changes, anything for this game?
Jimmy, we're about as healthy as we've ever been to this point. And I thought, as I looked at the calendar from some of the certain injuries we had with broken bones and, the other issues, I thought we'd be as healthy as we could be going into this game. And it kind of turned out that way. We came out of last week's game healthy. There was one kid I didn't know if we were going to get back, but he practiced today and looked really good. So, we've got everyone out there. So there's no excuses on Saturday.
Coach, I'm telling you, if the people don't get down there Saturday, then they're missing a big-time game.
Yeah, this team that we have is a fun team to watch because they it's not your traditional way that we've won games last year. It's a different way of doing it. But in the end, Jimmy, they fight and battle and they find a way to win.
All right, Coach Brad Rzyczycki, Gannon Golden Knights, 8th in the region, Saturday at noon.
Thanks, Jimmy.
We'll be back.